Yo, what is going on, everyone? It's Professor Pierce here, or PP for short. Today I have another Meowscarada video for you guys. I really wanted to try to make Meowscarada as good as possible, and what better way to do that than to take Charizard's engine and input it into Meowscarada. And so with a few tweaks, it came out similar to it, but different than it. This is how it came out. You can see the list. I'm just glancing over it real quickly, but it's basically the same idea. You get everything set up, and then you go ham, and it's really good against Charizard because it's the same speed as Charizard. So whoever gets set up first usually has the advantage. But even in this case, since you're facing Charizard with weakness, if you don't get set up first, you still have some time to get set up and hit it for weakness when Charizard can't deal that much damage and kill you in one hit. So we're going to have to mulligan here, it seems. And we have the unfortunate start of Radiant Alakazam. That is like the one Pokemon you don't want to start with. But we will see how things play out here. We're facing... Looks like we're facing Charizard, so that looks good to me. And it seems like they started out with their Radiant too. And that is good for us in many ways than one. For one, it is stuck in the active spot, so that big retreat is going to help us with some time. And then secondly, we can hopefully get rid of this Radiant Charizard first, because it is the biggest threat in their deck to us. So we definitely have to watch out for that. But hopefully they won't get it powered up in time for us to take it out. So that's all they got from them. Let's see what we can do here. We're going to go ahead and Arven for a Buddy Poffin, and we'll go ahead and grab the Evolution. And we'll see what is in the deck here. We do have Bibarel, and we do have both of the middle evolutions. We are playing Pidgeotto, and we are playing Floragato. So that is the idea behind it, because we want to use the evolution if we go second, and so we want to go ahead and get a Pidgeotto and Floragato established, so they could kill one or the other this turn if they're lucky, but most likely they'll have to Arven, and then if they're lucky they'll get like a switch or something. And so if they do Arven, they're not going to be able to boss anything out, so we can only hope. Well, they do have the Rare Candy Charizard just on deck like that, which is quite unfortunate, but not to be surprising, to be honest. So he's going to go ahead and Infernal Rain. Let's see where he puts the extra energy, though. I'm assuming on the Radiant Charizard, but I could be wrong. Let's see what he does here while I take a drink. Sorry, I'm drinking some Baja Blast. Who doesn't love Baja Blast, honestly? It's just stuff is great. So he's gonna put it on the Charmander here, and he's gonna evolve into Charmeleon, and so that's not a bad play. And then he is going to Arven, so let's see what he gets. I'm guessing, I don't know what he's gonna get here. A Buddy Poffin and something else. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, just another tool card here. It seems like he's just playing the standard list. I'm not sure exactly what he's playing, but we should be able to beat it fairly easily. I was just checking on that to see if this, if our Flower Banquet attack ability thing works on it. But that is beside the point, because we won't be attacking him, we will be attacking the other guys. But let's see here. So he didn't do anything, so he's going to pass it off to us. So we're going to go ahead and Ultra Ball for the Pidgeotto, I think. I mean, the Pidgeot. I don't know words. I already had the Pidgeotto. We're going to go ahead and get that out. And I think we'll just have to get an Iono. I really don't want to Iono them, but that's all we have in here. We don't have like a research or anything like that. So, what do I want to do? Do I want to bank on the fact that I can kill this Charizard this turn? I don't think I'm going to, so I'm just going to go ahead and Iono right now. And that's not bad. That's not great. What we can do is, I was going to say we could Rotom, but Rotom's not in the deck, actually. So we can't do that. We'll go ahead and spread some of the energy around, and then I'm going to retreat into this other one and pass the turn off here. So not terrible, that's not great. I mean, we do have a couple things for next turn. So that is good. Let's see if he can get this Radiant Charizard out of the active spot, because we're both kind of just playing the waiting game here. So he has a Moltres in his deck, so that is, so what list I thought it was, that's thrown out the window. It's definitely still very similar, but he has a Moltres in here. And it's not even the Pogo Moltres either. Not like that would really help for anything. But he's going to go ahead and Iono, so that's honestly good. We only had the 2 cards in hand. I guess we Ionoed him into dog shit. So he is also running the Pidgeotto, which is a very, very big surprise, because most people don't run the middle stage evolutions because of how weird they are, and it's just not as conventional. So he died. I can't speak. I just can't speak today. He did find the switch, so he's gonna switch, and then he's just gonna Burning Darkness here. But if he was smart, he would have just gone into the Charmeleon and then attacked me with that, because now I can kill him if I find a DTE, which I can do with Quick Search. I can just kill him here. But maybe he didn't see all this coming, because there is quite a bit of setup I have to do to one-shot this thing. I have to get the DTE, and then I have to flower or bouquet. What is it called? It's called Bouquet Magic. That's what it's called. Then I have to Bouquet Magic onto something, and then I have to Alakazam partly onto the other one. So there is a lot of setup to this, to be sure, but it's not like it's impossible to do, as you can see. And it's pretty consistent once you get the Pidgeot and or the Bibarel up, especially the Pidgeot. So I don't have much I need here, to be honest. I was just kind of using this for turn, and I think I'm going to save that just in case I need it for late game here. I'm going to go ahead and grab some more energy here. And then I think we'll just go ahead and do 400 damage and kill this Charizard here. And take some prizes. So let's see what prizes we got. We got 2 prizes that kind of suck. So that sucks. But it's not the end of the world. We can get another cat up next turn. And if he was smart, he would have killed me with the Charmeleon, because then I would have had to force a boss or something like that to kill his Charizard. But I guess he just didn't think much about it. So let's see what he's going to do here. He's going to evolve into Charizard, and is he going to Inferno Rain onto the Radiant Charizard and kill me here? Because that would probably be his best play, to go onto the Radiant Charizard and then retreat and then just kill me. But we'll see what he can do here. I'm not sure. I mean, he could just Burning Darkness, but like then he's just gonna die. And I think he knows that, but I don't know if he knows that switching into the Radiant Charizard is probably his best play here. Let's see what we can do. Or let's see what they do, honestly. I mean, I can't do anything. It's not my turn. Okay, so they are just going to Burning Darkness, which is very surprising because they don't have a way of doing anything. So we did draw a boss, so that's good, but we don't necessarily need it. We'll go ahead and grab this. We'll Rare Candy, and then we'll attach, and we'll go ahead and Bouquet Magic to this Charmander. We'll go ahead and Painful Spoons 10 onto there, because what I'm going to do is I can kill this Charizard at any time because it's going to be really easy. But what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to Prime Catcher this Radiant Charizard, because that is the biggest problem area right now. And obviously we can go ahead and just kill this little baby Charmander right now, so that'll be great. And then on top of that, we'll go ahead and get the Bibarel, and so we basically got everything wrapped up in a nice bow here. I don't think there's much my opponent can do after all of this, because I've taken out his backup Charmander, I took out the Radiant Charizard, and all he has left is a Charizard here. And that, even though it can do a lot of damage, it can only do 300 damage. If he has another Defiance Band, he can kill me, but even then, all I need is a Grass Energy to be able to take him out. So, which I currently have in my hand, so he has to Iono me, and he only has like the 2 cards in his hand, so it's just not looking good for him. So let's see what he can do here. Does he have a Defiance Band or anything like that? Or even a Vitality Band would actually work in this instance too. Nope, he doesn't have it. So that's how this works. I mean, you both saw that we had, or you all saw that we had both very similar starts and how slow we were setting up, and we eventually just we both got stuff up around the same time, but it didn't really matter because I could do way more damage than him just because of weakness in this aspect. So obviously that's why this deck is really good right now in the meta that we're in, because so many people are playing Charizard and so many people are playing Dark Deck, and it's honestly good against a lot of like small prizers too, because you can just keep Bouquet Magicking them over and over and doing damage to the small guys anyway. So it's not even that bad of a deck against Lost Box either. And Jirachi doesn't block against Bouquet Magic, so that's pretty nice. And speaking of Jirachi, here he is. So we might be facing a Lost Box, we're not really sure. This could also be Charizard because of the sleeves, and holy crap, those are some prize cards. We kind of want some of those prize cards here. We don't really get a lot. I'm just going to grab the Rotom here, and then we're going to charge instantly to end the turn here. So that's not bad. That's not exactly what I want, but it'll do. Just hope that my opponent has a slow start. And it seems like they are playing Charizard. They're playing definitely a different list than that last guy was, because I guarantee that last guy didn't have a Jirachi in his list. So this guy does have a lot of good stuff here, and he's gonna Iono us, so that sucks. So there goes our hand. That's not bad, because we can get Meowscarada here, and he's going to charge too. I wish I could Iono him, but that's not going to happen. So let's see. So we're going to go ahead and get some more of these guys down. I'm going to go ahead and Arven for another Ultra Ball and this, so I can throw it away. I don't think I'm going to need the Devo in this matchup, to be honest, because it just went so well last time. But we'll keep it for now. We're going to go ahead and grab the kitty. I kind of want to get the Bibarel here, but I also want to attach this. I think I'm just going to grab the Bibarel, and I'm kind of sucks about the Devo too, but like I said, I didn't really need it last time, so I guess it's not the end of the world. All right, so that was pretty good Bibarel. We'll go ahead and throw some things back in here. We'll throw the Pidgeot and the energy. We'll throw the Arven back in there. And then we will nest ball out the Alakazam here. And then we will just... I'm not going to charge because it doesn't really matter here, because if he Ionos me, then obviously I'm getting a new hand. And then if he doesn't Iono me, then I'm just going to Iono regardless. I guess it would have given me some more options, but I guess I should have done it anyway, but I guess that was a little bit of a misplay. But I'm kind of baiting him into killing my Bibarel here, because that's what I want him to do. So obviously he didn't use boss, so even if he gets Charizard this turn, which is very likely with his 8-card hand, he's gonna have to kill the Bibarel, unless he has Prime Catcher, which is also possible. But I want him to think that I need the Bibarel for draw power this turn. So I'm trying to get him to attack and kill the Bibarel so I can one-hit KO with Meowscarada next turn. That is the thought process anyway. So that kind of sucks. So I was honestly saving that just for a rainy day. I didn't necessarily need to use it then. And I was really just assuming he wasn't going to have a Lost Vacuum in his hand then and there, but I was wrong. So that sucks, but it's not the end of the world. So he's going to use his Rotom's V-Star ability and get the Charizard out. And so he's probably going to put one on the Charizard, one on the Charmeleon, one on the Jirachi, and then switch into it. Oh, he's only going to put 2 down. Okay, that's also fine, I guess. Let's see. He's just going to switch out and then just kill my Bibarel. So that is fine with me, because we will be up after... I mean, there's no way we're not getting anything. There's no way we're going to whiff this attack. So we're going to go ahead and put up the Meowscarada here, and then Iono. Let's see what our top deck is. What we would have drawn. We would have drawn that. So I might as well just attach this. There's no reason not to. So we'll get that. So, okay, that was good. So we just got... we got Rare Candy Pidgeot too. And we got the Grass Energy that we needed. So we'll do that. And then we do this. And we move 10. And we Rare Candy Pidgeot. And then I don't think we even need anything. I mean, I can grab a Floragato. That's about all I need, really. So we'll grab that, evolve it, and then we'll go ahead and one-shot this Charizard just like that. Boom. Get out of here, stinky. Alright, so those are some awesome prizes. Unlike last game, I mean, I already knew some of my prize cards were going to be my prize cards were really bad this game, but I guess once we took some, making it a little bit easier here, because the Prime Catcher is always good to have, and then we did need another energy here. So let's see what he can do. So he did have the Rare Candy Pidgeot, which I'm not worried about, honestly. I just want him to put more Charizards in play so I can one-shot them easily. So he's going to not Infernal Rain. He doesn't have another Charmander down. Is he just going to attack me this turn with the Charizard? Because that's about all he can do. He does get another Charmander down, which is big, because that means that next turn he can potentially attack again. But at the same time, if I get up another Meowscarada this turn, what I can do is I can ping that Charmander twice and just kill it. So hopefully we can do that. We need a lot of energy and another Meowscarada, which I don't think is possible to get. We'll see here. So we'll go ahead and put the one on here before I forget. And then we'll go ahead and banquet to the Charmander. And then I think we have to Iono and hope that we get either an Energy Retrieval or the Meowscarada. So that is the plan. So we don't get either of them, so that is unfortunate. So we did get an energy, but it's not the one we wanted. So I guess we'll just get either one or the other. We'll just get the Meowscarada, I guess, just to keep our board a bit stronger here, so he's not killed by something else. And then we'll go ahead and kill this. So that does suck that we couldn't take out the Charmander this turn and take 3 prizes, but it is not the end of the world here, because I don't think there's much he can do. And if he does put in play this Charizard, then what we can do is we can just win. I mean, he already has a bunch of what does he already have in play? A bunch of pings of damage already in play, so I can just move him around to whoever I want and then kill the Charizard that way. So he does put the Charizard in play. That is going to pretty much be game, because I don't think there's anything he can do about it. He can kill this Meowscarada, and then I can send in my other one and just kill it. And he only has 1 energy here, so he may have messed up. He may have, or I don't know about may, but he definitely did mis-sequence that. If he knew what he had in the deck, he should have super rotted first. But we've all been there. We've all done that at some point in time. So he is going to rock sand, though, so he might get the energy regardless. So we get Arven and Heavy Ball. That doesn't really matter because we do have Quick Search anyway. Quick Search is very broken, so he's going to put some more back in there. Did he find the energy? He didn't. He is going to collapse Stadium. He's not going to take off the Lumineon, which is weird. He took off the Jirachi. Yeah, I'm not really sure why I do that. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I can one-shot the Lumineon, or I can one-shot the Charizard. He's going to bring up the Radiant Alakazam. I guess to stall, but all I need to do is get a DTE and retreat. Well, that's not true, because then I would need to be able to kill the Pidgeot in one hit, which I can't do. But what I can do is I can well, okay, if he's going to switch into that, what I can do is I can just quick search first, and then I was going to see if I could Thorton something, but I don't think it matters. No. Oh, what I can do, I'm so stupid. I can just Prime Catcher the thing, and then I went. Did not think about that. So we'll just Prime Catcher out the Charizard and then kill it. Prime Catcher is also very, very broken. But that is against the Charizards. I know I had a couple Charizards here in the video, but that's just, you know, that is the deck against the Charizards. It definitely just does well against them because of, you know, weakness, and just has the same amount of speed. So this match was really weird. So you're thinking like, okay, it's Chin-Pao, you know, just get rid of the Baxcaliburs. But I did, I had like such a weird setup at the beginning, and I like misplayed once, and he got like lucky, and then I did well. It was just like a lot was happening in this video here. So we'll see here. So you're like, okay, you have all these Pokemon down. That's good. You know, that's a good start. And then you Iono, and then I get a really awkward hand here. So like I don't get like a Forest Seal Stone or anything like that. I'll grab the Bibarel, which is good, and then I'm just gonna have to charge. So you're like, okay, that's good. You know, that's not too awkward. And then he puts down a Kingler, and I'm like, what the fuck? I've never seen a Kingler being used. And then he has a hand of 4 waters and a research, and then he puts down the Chin-Pao, and then he passes off to me again. And so I have good start here. And so I draw. No, it wasn't this turn. That was awkward. I think there's a turn coming up. So I just don't have a lot to do. So like I'm trying to get things out of my hand. So I misplay here, and I bring in this. I was just trying to bring in something with a heavier retreat. I should have just brought in one of the other Friggies so I could draw more cards. And so you're like, okay, so it's just kind of a weird hand here. There's not really a lot to do. I have to start Alchemy for something. Like I should have just put the energy on the Pidgey and then gotten an evolution and evolution that way, but that wouldn't have been great either. But we'll see what my opponent can do here, because now he can kind of play the game a little bit better with Chin-Pao in the active, actually, because I was hoping I was going to be able to kill it this turn, but I was dumb and I filled my bench up, so I can't even put the Radiant Alakazam down. I was just getting too many basics out here, so I kind of have to wait for him to kill something here, which is also not ideal. But mind me for a second, I'm going to take another drink of my Baja Blast. Alright, so he has a Forest Seal Stone as well. And then he has a Baxcalibur. So there is the first rare candy here. And you can obviously see the Devo in my hands. But look how many energies he has here. He has 4 energies. And so thank goodness he doesn't have like a boss or anything like that. I wasn't even paying attention if he used a supporter this turn or not. But he's going to go ahead and knock out my Pidgey here. So I'm thinking, okay, I can probably kill him this turn. You know, with everything that I have going on in my hand here. but I don't really have the best setup. It's just like I'm just like one card away at all times from what I need to do. So what I'm going to do is I am going to probably just Iono here, and then not get what I want, because we're kind of screwed here. I didn't get a rare candy, so I can't rare candy anything. What I can do is I can get rid of some more cards, and then I can Bibarel, so hopefully I can get something that I can use, which I don't. So I could also get the other Floragato, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hold the Ultra Ball, and I'm going to de-evolution him. So that wasn't like a terrible turn, but I definitely could have been more ideal. Like, all these turns have just been like one thing away from doing something good, and I just like can't get there. And then he has another rare candy the following turn to get another Baxcalibur, so it's like my de-evolution didn't do anything. And then he evolves to Kingler VMAX, which honestly isn't even that bad of a card. I definitely wouldn't run it in like a tournament or anything like that, but for specifically like my channel, like that's a really cool card, because it does a lot of really funny things, especially its first attack. But unfortunately, he just happens to have a lot of energy here, and he is going to one-shot my Meowscarada, so that is not great here. So we will put up Pidgeotto because it has that free retreat cost. We will evolve it into another free retreat cost. We'll go ahead and get rid of these, and I'm going to grab the Meowscarada here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to quick search so I can keep my supporter online, and I'm going to evolve this here, and then I'll go ahead and boss the Baxcalibur, because that is how you beat Chin-Pao, basically, is you just boss the Baxcalibur. And then we will Bibarel and see what we got here. So that is good. That is exactly what we needed, actually, because we needed the DTE and we needed the energy. Because we can go ahead and hit the energy here, just put it on anyone, doesn't really matter. And then we'll move 10 to him, and then retreat, and then kill the Baxcalibur here. So we're definitely down is the biggest problem. It doesn't seem like there is a good way that we're going to be able to get into this, especially because we don't have another kitty down either. So he has a Jock, and then I'm like, oh lord, he's gonna freaking Baxcalibur for a third time in a row, and I'm gonna cry myself to sleep here. But thank goodness that doesn't seem to be the case in this aspect. He does have the ability just to attack me here and swing pretty hard for 240. The only upside to that is that he does damage to himself, and that he didn't get the Baxcalibur up, so that is good. So what we were going to do is we're going to grab, I think we're just going to happen to grab a Buddy Poffin, because that's what we just need another Sprigatito at the moment. So we'll grab Kitty, we'll attach to Kitty, we will draw with Bibarel. We'll go ahead and Bouquet Magic. What I should have done here is I should have just put that on one of the Friggies if I was smart, but I am not smart, and I've been misplaying basically this entire game. But it's okay, because we are here to learn. So I put more on the other thing. It doesn't really matter as long as this thing is going to take the more damage that I'm doing, because I'm going to be two-shotting this anyway. and then I have to swing into this thing. There's no way. I mean, I could have like bossed the Chin-Pao this turn, but then the freaking Kingler would have been at like full HP, and that just wouldn't have been good. So he's gonna Candace, which is really good for us because there's no boss, there's no anything, and he only gets 1 water energy out of it too, so he just doesn't even get anything great. And then he's going to kill us, and he's going to take 2 prize cards and be down to 1 prize card, and we have 5 left to go here. So we are going to, what I was going to do is I was going to put that down. I don't want to put this Pidgey down because I don't want to give him a free kill if I can. I was going to grab an Ultra Ball here, but I don't have one in the deck. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the Energy Retrieval, because I need to kill this Kingler this turn. So I'm like, okay, fuck it. We'll just grab Meowscarada. And I'm like, okay, Meowscarada is not in the deck at all. We are out of Meowscaradas. So that's not great. So that just means I have to attack with Pidgeot. So that's not the end of the world because I can attack with Pidgeot. I just, you just don't think about it. And I did just enough damage too so that I can kill it here with Pidgeot, which is great. So I'm going to go ahead and move 10 damage off of this thing and just put 10 more onto there. And then we'll Beebs for 2. That's not bad. What we can do is we can get rid of this and not grab the energy card that I very much clicked on, but it is not the end of the world because we aren't really going to use it anyway. And then we'll go ahead and Pidgeot here and take the KO and take 3 prizes. So we're kind of back in the game. We just need to kill the Chin-Pao here to win. And of course, what we didn't get off the prizes is the Meowscarada. So that's kind of what we needed to win this, because otherwise we're going to have to kill just like the Friggies or something. I mean, there's not much we can do. They're going to switch into Kingler, which is surprising. I guess they're bricking with their hand right now. They just don't have very much. But they are going to flip heads on the Kingler, meaning that they can move up to 5 energies. I think it's 5 energies from their deck onto their Pokemon in any way they like. But as you'll see here in a minute, they only have the 1 energy left. Mainly because they had to get rid of those 4 energies with that research earlier in the round. So they're definitely running low on energies. I don't know if they have Super Energy Retrieval or not. So there is our other Meowscarada as I predicted. What sucks here is I can't kill the Chin-Pao this turn. I can't Bouquet Magic anything. What I'm going to do is I think first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to Bouquet Magic. I'm going to check the deck. I mean the Bouquet Magic. You know what I mean. I'm going to quick search the deck. I'm going to check and see what I have. I'm going to grab this Counter Catcher and use it first to Counter Catcher the Friggy. And then I pretty much am just going to kill it. I'm just going to go ahead and do this though. For shits and giggles, basically. Just for I mean, basically just for shits and giggles. I don't know why I did that. I was just thinking, I guess I was just trying to think ahead just in case something happened. I mean, I already have a 90 Mon in play. If he can kill that, I know he can kill 70 Mon. But I know that sounds kind of silly. But anyway, we kill that and we don't take the Meowscarada, which is just unlucky 50-50. But this way we can take out his last one with So he didn't have a boss, is what I'm trying to say here. Is he didn't have a boss. These last couple hands he was bricking, so he couldn't get anything off. All he could do here is max pincer, and what we have here is we have game with the Prime Catcher, because all we have to do is retreat and then Prime Catcher up the Friggy and then attack with the Pidgeot. So definitely a weird game. The prizes did not help me there very much, and at the beginning of the game my hand was kind of all over the place a couple times, but thankfully our opponent bricked a little bit here at the end, giving me a chance to come back from otherwise messing up a couple of times. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I'm just kidding. You don't have to do any of that. I don't give a shit. I'm literally just doing this for myself, basically. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to subscribe.